Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there to try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I sure could use some extra energy. Oh, I'm cheeky like that. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I've got the grody work clothes on, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. Not the case in this instance. I actually bought this particular item about 2 weeks ago, I want to say. I made a special trip, and I've just been waiting for a good opportunity to go over there and drink it and, enjoy it and the whole thing. So, what is it that I'm reviewing for you folks? What are we doing? What does it have to do with energy? Well, folks, that's because we're reviewing, boom, it's this thing. It's super in Japanese. Woo! Can we get a thing? Is it better over here? Does it help at all? Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! What the fuck is this? This is, according to the English part of the label, it is soft drink carbonated Asahi Dodekamin. So I'm guessing it's Asahi Dodekamin. It's Dodekamin, Dodekamin. Sure. I got this from a Japanese marketplace. I'm fortunate enough, I live by a place, not too far away. It's a little bit of a trip. But I live by a place called Mitsuo Marketplace. And it's a Japanese marketplace. They've got a food court. They've got, different shops there. And they have a grocery section. I always love going there for grocery stuff. Because you just get cool stuff that, you just don't usually get here in the United States. So when I saw this, I was like, well, I clearly need to try this. Only thing is, I had no idea what the fuck it was. So I looked into it a little bit. Apparently, the Asahi Dodekamin thing, it's an energy soda. That's what it is, apparently. So I guess for all intent, it's an energy drink, but more soda-oriented, or I don't know how that works, but we're going to find out together, folks. I mean, it looks pretty. I like the packaging and everything. Let's find out. Open. Open, 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 open. It also has, some sticker of, some, I don't know, maybe, I want to say maybe J-pop idols, but, the one guy, I hate to say it, I don't think he's good looking enough to be a J-pop idol. That guy, maybe, you know what, maybe. That guy, he looks like he's more like a comedian or that guy's brother or something. I don't know what it says. Well, should I take it off? Is it part of a thing? Do I win something? No, I don't think so. Let's try the soda. Why do I know that smell? I know this smell. It smells really similar to an energy drink that I know. Okay. Alright, so I can see what they're saying is an energy soda. It's much more carbonated. It's got, and it doesn't drink as heavy as most energy drinks do. It has, the texture, the overall drinkability is much more like a soda than it is an energy drink. So, okay, so I get what they're going with that. And it's kind of nice. It gives it a little bit more of a refreshing aspect, whereas most energy drinks I would not regard as being particularly refreshing. They're just, meant to be a means of getting, caffeine and guarana and shit into your body. Which on this, I actually tried to look into it. I didn't see a thing for caffeine. It has ginseng extract, adjusted royal jelly. It does have guarana, sodium, aspartame. Yeah, I don't see anything for caffeine. Oh, wait, no, caffeine arginine. or some shit, or I don't know, but yeah, I guess there is caffeine in it. How much? I have no fucking clue, but the initial taste is really pretty solid. Almost reminds me of like a fruit soda. Um, maybe almost if you mix sort of like lemon and orange a little bit, where it's got a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of a tanginess to it. Why isn't lemon orange a soda style already, like a soda flavor already? That sounds like that could be good. Maybe it's not. Maybe you mix the two together and it creates some sort of interdimensional monster, for all the fuck I know. So after that initial hit, though, then it becomes more of an energy drink like taste, and it's a familiar taste. Like, I've definitely had an energy drink that's very similar to this. Very similar to this. Maybe not at the first part. That part is different enough, but like the base flavor and it tastes like an older style energy drink. What I mean by that is like older style energy drinks, when they were first coming out, they weren't as fancy as they are now. Where now we have a million billion flavors and most of them actually taste good. Back in them thar days when they, Monster and Red Bull were first coming out here in the United States, most of them taste like piss. But they just had sort of like a generic kind of like citrus shitty flavor. It wasn't very great. This isn't that exactly, but it's similar. So it's definitely like an older style energy drink that I've had before. Maybe, the fuck was that one? I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head. I've reviewed so many things at this point. I can't think of it. But there's one that I just like, there's one specifically that I'm thinking of that maybe, but I don't know, that might not be it. Maybe it's like, it doesn't taste like Red Bull. What the fuck is that flavor? It's got to be an older one. Maybe an older, maybe Full Throttle. I haven't had Full Throttle in fucking forever. Maybe Full Throttle. Maybe one of the older Monsters. Maybe. The thing about it is, like, it tastes familiar enough in my brain that it's like, it tastes like something I've had relatively recently. Because like I said, I couldn't tell you what the fuck Full Throttle tastes like. I haven't had it in forever. But maybe it tastes like this and it's just my brain remembering it. Okay. So it's like 1 part soda, 1 part energy drink. I'm kind of down with it. But I do definitely have mixed feelings. I like the initial burst of flavor way more than I like the rest of it. The initial part of it, where it's more fruity and it's got that nice carbonated hit, I like that. And it's nice and it's refreshing. Once that subsides and you get to that more energy drink flavor, I'm a little bit more on it. But what really kind of fucks it up for me a little bit is the aftertaste. Because the aftertaste definitely has like a chemically taste to it. It definitely tastes like kind of cheap energy drink flavor. Because like a lot of those ones, man, like they don't, if you get like ones like from the dollar store and shit, they don't really try to hide what they are all that well. This definitely has a little bit of that. Like there's like a little bit of like a bitterness to it at the very end, and it sticks with you. Like it's really on my tongue. Yeah, I mean, I'm very, very mixed on this whole thing. If the entire experience was the initial experience, I would like this drink a lot because I actually like that blend of kind of fruity flavors that they're working with at the beginning. I would even be willing to just more or less give it to it if it just, after that dropped off and you got that sort of energy drink flavor. I could be okay with that too. But when you get to that ass end of things and it just lingers, like that really kind of hurts it for me. I don't think it's terrible or anything, but like I want to like it. I really do. Because I do like that initial hit. I think that's a nice tasty beverage right there. But it just gets worse as it goes along. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Maybe and kinda. So, for me, I mean, it's sort of what am I buying it for? Am I buying it as an energy drink or am I buying it as a soda? And that's kind of the problem of like the idea of like an energy soda is like, okay, well, what am I using it for? Because typically speaking, when it comes to energy drinks, and I've had way more energy drinks than most people ever will in their whole fucking life, I'm not usually drinking it specifically for refreshment. I'm drinking it more for its, energy imparting abilities. That's really why it's there, even though some of them I like the taste of. With this, it's trying to kind of be a more casual version of that, which isn't a terrible idea at a glance, but then it's like, well, do I really want an energy beverage that I'm going to be like, drinking casually? I don't know that I need that. But at the same time, there's something a little bit endearing about it, and I could see it being a thing. I'm going to go back to Mitsuwa, I'm sure sometime in the not too distant future. It's a thing that I could go over there and see grabbing it again. Not with any regularity, but every now and again. If I'm recommending it to people, I mean, kind of, again. I think there's something novel about it, but those flavor changes are just not the best. So it's one of those things, I think if you're going to try it, it's more for the kitschiness of it. It's like, oh, it's a Japanese product. Top of that, it's an energy soda, But do I think it's going to wow anybody or anything? No. It's definitely nothing you have to go out of your way to try, but the uniqueness of it is why you should try it if you're planning to. 5 things before I get out of here, folks. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there and have yourselves a truly energy-tastic rest of your life with the power of Grayskull. But I don't have the sword, and, then I don't, get all muscular. Man, if I could fucking... If I were that little... And I'm not going off the original He-Man, okay? Because the original He-Man, he was already super buff, dude. But when they went over there and they did the eventual remake in, the early 2000s, I want to say, he went from, a small guy to a big guy. It's like, if you were in that situation, you would just be the big guy. Wouldn't you? You'd just be like, yeah, because fuck it. Why do you want to be, a little scrawny dude? Except for maybe, trying to get into smaller spaces. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not as possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know. I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole, especially when you got J-pop singers and comedian friends staring at you on your steering wheel because you went over there and you put the sticker on your steering wheel and put it right back. When we deal with things in our lives that are stressful, frustrating, etc., take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you're going to try yourself some Asahi Dodekamin energy soda drink thing, right? And maybe you'll know exactly what the fucking energy drink is that I'm thinking about. Raise? Maybe Raise? It's bugging the piss out of me, man, because it's like, I know I've had it. And it has to have been something relatively recent, because fucking it's literally on the tip of my tongue. Bothers me. What the hell could it be? Maybe it's that fucking N10 stuff that I tried. By the way, go watch that video. Fucking 6 people watched it. It's an energy drink called N10. Do I need I say more? It's named like a goddamn freaking Image comic book villain from the 90s. Maybe that's what it tastes like. I don't remember what that tasted like anymore. I'll have to go back and watch my review. But maybe you know what it tastes like. Hey, hit me up in the comments and be like, Brandon, I think it tastes like this. Neat. I'll try it again and I'll see if I confer. Bye.